tomorrow is National Girls and Women in Sports Day, which typically at Drake University, we've had a big event surrounding a game with trying to get as many kids as possible to come do some things with all of our teams. This year's a little bit different, but what I'm curious from the four of you is, why is it important to celebrate that day? And then to follow up with that, go ahead and let us know maybe an athlete or a family member that might have influenced you. It could be a pro female athlete. It could be your mom, as far as you want to go. But we'll start with whoever wants to go first.
I can go first. So, obviously, I've grown up in sports my whole life. Like, I'm the youngest of three. I grew up going to Little League games all the time. But for me, it was just so much more. You would see someone perform on the court, but outside of it was just the relationship and just seeing how the people would carry themselves off the court was always super impactful for me. I have an older sister, 6 years older. So growing up, I got to see her a lot of high school, and even some of her teammates to this day, I can say were some of my biggest role models. And it wasn't I could not tell you anything that she did on the court, but the time that she spent talking to me and building a relation with me and just talking random stuff with me, I remember that so vividly. And so I think that sports just creates a very cool community to bring really strong women together, and that should absolutely be celebrated. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by incredible women by playing sports, and people who are role models, people who are supportive, they want the best for me and just inspire me every day. So I just think that it's one of my favorite days. I'm so sad that we can't have the big celebration and all the kids there, but I just know the difference that it's made for me. And I'm just hoping I can pay that forward to the younger girls that come to our games. But my main role model probably is my older sister. She played at North Dakota State. So she actually tore her ACL while she was there. So she was a huge help for me when I did that. And then just seeing how she's persevered through so much, and just how her love for the game, but her love for people off the court was even bigger. So that's probably my main role model.
Absolutely. Great answer, Monica. Hard to follow that one up, but is anybody ready to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. Yeah, it's hard to follow that one. It's a pretty perfect answer. But yeah, like Monica, my whole family, we love sports. I have a family full of athletes, played in college sports. So yeah, it's been really cool to be here at Drake and be surrounded by so many powerful and strong women. And I think it's just made me a better person myself. So yeah, just like Monica said, I think it's a community, and we can really empower each other and make each other better.
Yeah, Neeks.
Yep.
I think this day is really awesome, just especially in our program. I know this year's a little different, but I've come to so many games, but it's just super cool to see the huge fan base that we have for this women's basketball program, because you go to other schools and they don't necessarily have all that, and I think that's just really awesome to have here. And a role model for me, my AAU coach growing up was a female, and she pushed us to the max, and she really helped me get to where I am now, and I'm just so grateful for her.
I think for me, just having that game last year with all the kids there and all the little girls just coming up and wanting our autographs, the amount of things we signed, jackets, shoes, we're all are you sure we're supposed to write on this? Your mom's probably be mad, just stuff like that. So it's just really cool seeing how much of an influence we can be on them and how much they idolize us from a young age. I just think that we have a really good fan base, and just a way to set the building blocks to them. We could be really good influences and keep motivating them to be women in sports, and just show them how successful we are, and that if we can do it, you can do it. And I guess that kind of ties into me with my role models would probably be both my sisters and my mom. They both, or all three of them, grew up playing sports. My mom played college sports, so just having that atmosphere, always being in the gym and stuff, just brought my love for the game. So seeing other little girls just watching us and being just how I was when I was little was really cool.
Courtney, be excited. When we get to sign stuff again, you're gonna sign some really weird things. I've signed so many lunch boxes. I was I didn't even know this was an option to sign, but they just come up with the most random things.